Well, today, a day where we've seen that warmer air trying to stick with us as we make our way through the start of the weekend. Afternoon highs in the mid to upper 50s. Numbers that really don't seem all that impressive until you remember it's early December. Actually, these numbers way above average for this time of year. Not quite record-setting highs. We'd have to make our way back into the 60s to be flirting with any records. But still, on average, we're expecting temperatures to stall out in the 40s. That's actually where we've been starting our mornings. That's the big difference with this warm front that's moved through. It's made a big change for us, and it's really kept us from seeing anything even resembling that sort of early December chill that we'd typically expect to see. Not even close to freezing weather by any stretch. Now, moving forward here through the rest of this evening, expecting that rain to try to pick back up a little bit more going through the overnight hours. Early on Sunday morning, we'll see some more of those showers rolling through, still keeping with that same pattern. More of this further north than down to the south, but it doesn't stop there. Sunday, late morning, early afternoon. Now we start to get that next big push, and really this right here, this is going to be our best chance to see that rainfall adding up again in a hurry. We'll start to see that widespread wet weather throughout the late morning, early afternoon hours on Sunday, pushing on through before things ease up going through Sunday night and into Monday morning. So not necessarily wall-to-wall rainfall, but it is enough to really keep us on the soggy side and to see some of these numbers starting to add up. Just through this evening into tomorrow morning, these numbers don't look very impressive, around a tenth of an inch or less. Now we add in that next big push, and suddenly these numbers start to escalate. By the time we get into Sunday evening, we're likely talking rain totals closer to a quarter to a half inch in most spots, and a bit more over on the central coast, closer to possibly a full inch by the time we get into Monday morning. And that's just it. These numbers are going to continue to add up, but with more of that focus anywhere from Lincoln County into Lynn and Benton County, and anywhere from there and north. That's where we're going to see the majority of that rain moving forward. But tonight, we don't have to worry about that chill. Certainly still only seeing overnight lows dipping down into the mid to upper 40s, keeping the snow level way up there. We're talking 5,000 plus feet. Really only into the Cascade Peaks are we seeing any chance for any of that wintry weather moving through. Though we do have another system developing. This is the one that's really going to kickstart that activity tomorrow. The cold front moving through, and then another system riding right behind it heading into next week. Long story short, this rain not going to leave us anytime soon. We're just going to continue to see this day after day after day all the way through the middle of next week. Now, there is an end in sight, very end of the extended forecast, expecting things to dry out. And when we do dry out, well, that'll be the chance for these temperatures to drop back down. Afternoon highs holding in the mid to upper 50s all the way through the end of next week. Then they start to fall. And same deal with those overnight lows, finally dipping back down to the 30s. But it's not until the end of the extended forecast gives you an idea of what we're going to see here in the short term. More of the same. That means more of that wet weather. Again, more of this on the central than the south coast, and especially expecting more of this in the Willamette Valley than down into the Umpqua Valleys. I'm not going to say that we'll skip out on the rain entirely. Tomorrow does stand out as our best chance for widespread wet weather across the board, especially late morning, early afternoon. But then things become a little more hit or miss deeper into next week.